Hello guys and pals and dear fans of horror game of Horror Max. Now with new thing that I said to you in the first video of the channel. I'm gonna tell you how to make a good horror game, the standards of it, and even I'm gonna narrate for you the new standards for making a good horror game. Then let's go. And the standard mode for your games should be easy.
Resident Evil 4.
Okay. Listen to the story.
1998. I'll never forget it. It was the year when those grisly murders occurred in the Arklay Mountains. Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a secret viral experiment conducted by the international pharmaceutical enterprise, Umbrella. The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community, Raccoon City, and hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow crippling its very foundation. Not taking any chances, the President of the United States ordered a contingency plan to sterilize Raccoon City. With the whole affair gone public, the United States government issued an indefinite suspension of business decree to Umbrella. Soon its stock prices crashed, and for all intents and purposes, Umbrella was finished. Six years have passed since that horrendous incident. I received special training via a secret organization working under the direct control of the president. I was to assume the responsibility of protecting the new president's family.
Cornel, why am I the one who always gets the short end of the stick?
You, who are you really? Come on and tell us. You are a long way from home, cowboy. You have my sympathies.
Guess that's a local's way of breaking the ice. Anyway, you know what this is all about. My assignment is to search for the president's missing daughter.
What? All by yourself?
I'm sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did.
Oh, you crazy American. It's a direct order from the chief himself. I tell you, it's no picnic.
I'm counting on you guys. It was right before I was to take on my duties of protecting the president's daughter when she was abducted. That's the ultimate reason I'm in this lonely and rural part of Europe. According to our intelligence, there's reliable information about a sighting of a girl that looks very similar to the president's daughter. Apparently, she's being withheld by some unidentified group of people. Who would have thought that my first job would have been a rescue mission?
It's freezing. So cold all of a sudden. Must be my imagination. Sorry it took so long.
Just up ahead is the village.
I'll go and have a look around.
We'll stay and watch the car. Don't want to get any parking tickets.
Right. Parking tickets.
Good luck.
Jeez, who are these guys?
Did you say something?
hope you can hear me. I'm Ingrid Hunnigan. I'll be your support on this mission.
Loud and clear. Somehow I thought you'd be a little older. So the subject's name's Ashley Graham, right?
That's right. She's the daughter of the president. So try to behave yourself, okay?
Whoever this group is, they sure picked the wrong girl to kidnap.
I'll try to find some more information on my end as well.
Good. Talk to you later. Leon out.
Okay guys, this was a part of the story that I needed to show it to you. Alright, now here we started. Seriously. And I'm gonna talk to you in this part about the story, about the environment, and about the enemies. These three are the titles of this session of us. Okay, about the story. How you start the story of a horror game is really important, guys. Take care of it. The story should be about the story of a horror game should be about something threatening for people's lives, and makes fear for them. And how? What kind of fear do we have? We have two kinds of fear in the horror games: mental or physical. That's important. Take care of them. Mental or physical. In physical, the enemies hurt the body of the character, and most of the fear is about this. But in mental maybe the things doesn't sound so scary, doesn't look so scary, but if they get you, the game is over. Most of the times, if they get you, the game is over. And we have some kind of games that have these two fears mixed with each other, and we'll talk about it later. But now you should know about this. Then this is enough for you. And okay, let's go on. So, and yeah, you saw how it started, the beginning of the story. How this game, Resident Evil 4, started the story. It was about something threatening. What? Zombies, of course, zombies. And Raccoon City, and it mentioned to Raccoon City 2 because it has previous numbers too. But anyway, Resident Evil 4 started the story with something threatening. Zombies. And of course this number is somehow more special too. In a strange village, in a strange island, you should look for the president's daughter. Let's go.
Excuse me. Sir? I was wondering if you might recognize a girl in this photograph?
¿Qué carajo estás haciendo aquí? ¡Lárgate, cabrón!
Sorry to have bothered you.
Freeze! I said freeze!
Is everything okay?
There was a hostile local. I had no choice but to neutralize him. There are still others surrounding the area.
Get out of there and head toward the village. Take whatever measures necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
Okay, here's another tip, guys. But of course I didn't want to tell it now, but because you saw it now, I tell it to you now. And it is about how to make your game exciting and interactive. When you make a crisis, you make your game is exciting. And how to make your game exciting or attractive. This was one of the tips, and making Crysis. I mean. So I will talk to you later about this, that how you make your game exciting or attractive, and this was one of the tips that you should make Crysis for the player. But later I'm gonna talk very better and very more about that. But if I can speak English as fast as you want, and it's not so fluent because my mother tongue is not English actually. My mother tongue is Farsi, and maybe that's why. Okay, let's go. Oh shit. I still remember this part. Alright. Okay, here's the next tip. I want to talk about the enemies of the game. How you design them, how you, what kind of abilities they should have, and that's it. This makes the horror games different. For example, the enemies you see in Resident Evil, they don't exist in Silent Hill, or backward. The enemies you see in Silent Hill, they don't exist in Resident Evil. And this is one of the most important tips that you should consider about it. Okay, the general features of the enemy, I'm gonna talk about them. They should have a horrible appearance. They should have abilities more than usual people. For example, do you expect a usual person that gets your neck and then throw you backward? That's really unusual and odd for a usual person. But you can see that in Resident Evil. Or they should have something unnatural behaviors. That's another tip about the features of the enemies. And more than that, and one of the most important tips about the features of the enemies, they should be unknown. They shouldn't be so known for a player. And these are somehow unknown for the player. Who are these people? Are those guys crazy? They wanted to kill me. Why? Okay, where are the bodies? Oh yeah, here. Why they wanted to kill me? They look, for example, they look natural, but they wanted to kill me. But not so natural. They had some unnatural behaviors, as I told you. Let's go. And about saving the progress, we have different ways. You can try different ways to save progress. That's it. Okay, let's go. Okay. Let's help this dog. I said I hate dogs in games, but of course, the dogs that don't hurt me, I love them.
¡Un forastero!
Alright then. Here's the next tip, guys. I told you about the enemies and about this story, but how about the environment? The environment should have some features too as a horror game. The environment should be suitable for a horror game. For example, it has details, you know, for example, about the colors, about the weather, and about the tones of the color. We have tips about this. I want to just talk generally and totally in this session. It should be mysterious for the player. For example, the player doesn't know where is this place. Is this an island? Why is it so odd? Why is this? Why the people at this island are like this? Why do they want to kill me? That's mysterious, and it should be terrifying. For example, if your horror game is in a hospital, it should be terrifying. For example, draw bloods on the walls, and draw, for example, broken lamps, draw broken, I don't know, broken wheelchairs, and like that. And of course, this was the general tips that I wanted to tell you. There's another tip that if we go ahead, I'm gonna tell you. Just wait. Wait for that, I'm gonna tell you.
¡Os voy a romper a pedazos! ¡Un forastero! ¡Avisad a los demás!
Look, this was another one of the tips. As I told you, this is mysterious for a player. Why they get away from me? Huh? Why they get away from the Leon when they saw him? Oh, he's blind. Oh, thanks. I love shotgun him.
Leon, how you holding up?
Bad question, Hunnigan.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a playing manual. Hope you find it useful.
I'll take a look at it, thanks.
Look, this is the tip I wanted to tell you. Playing manual, or guiding for the player, or we call it tutorial these days. Look, in nowadays game you should put the tutorial at the first times of the game, not after the player come and kill some enemies and confront them and then you show them tutorials. Of course not. And of course this game, I mean Resident Evil, is for 2004 or 2005 I think. It was old. It was for many years. It is for many years ago, and it has some old standards. But if you want to make a game these days, nowadays, I mean, you should put the tutorial at the first times of the game. For example, first enemy that players see, you should show him how to aim, how to shoot, and how to kill him. This is really better if you show it. If you show it at the first times of the game. For example, yeah, here it says how to play and which parts this game has. Okay, it was enough for this session. I will see you on Horror Max. As I told you, I'm gonna tell you the standards of the game and how you make a horror game. I'm gonna, if necessary, I'm gonna introduce you the good engines for making a good horror game. And yes, this was for this session. So till the next video, I'm Horror Max. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Don't forget to introduce me to all your dear friends. Till next video with next part, I will see you. Goodbye.